Positive energy and good vibrations from me to you. You have now tuned in to the Imperfect Fathers podcast. What up, what up, what up?
What's going on?
What's the word, my dude? What's the word?
Hey, man, same old. Keep speaking life, man. Keep speaking life.
Oh, you coming in with the speak life early. You heard me? Yo, listen, we back at it again, man. Welcome to another dope episode of the Imperfect Fathers podcast. I'm your host, RJD, the Imperfect Gentleman. I got my guy, Coach Carl P in the building. Yo, what's the word, King? How you been today, man?
Man, I've been good, man. I can't even complain, man. How about you, man?
Yo, listen, man, another day, another phenomenal week. I've had a good time to digest our last episode. You dig what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, and what I realized that we didn't do last week, we got to do this week and make sure that we continue to do is keep putting our people on. For some reason, you know, human behavior is if you don't mention it, people won't do it. So we got to make sure we consistently mention, yo, do us a favor, hit that like, that comment, and subscribe button. That is major for this platform. What it does is it's called digital currency, y'all. So it don't cost you no money. You dig what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But what it does is it gives us digital currency. It helps us in the algorithm on YouTube and everywhere else put the message out to the people who's actually looking for the message. So don't have that stingy energy, right? Don't have that selfish energy to where you just want to keep this podcast to yourself. Share it with somebody. Get this out there to somebody who needs it, because trust me, someone that needs this information, this content, will appreciate you and thank you later on down the line that you introduced them to us. Not saying that we just, I am saying we are them fly dudes. We are we are dope cats. But what I'm saying is this content is made for a bigger purpose than just us. It's here to help fathers to be better versions of themselves on all levels. So with that being said, man, listen, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button for us. It definitely does us a phenomenal favor over here at the podcast, man.
You already know, man.
So, as you guys know, around here, we gotta pray and talk to the man upstairs before we get things cracking off. Because, you know, I got a good feeling my man Coach Carl over there got something on his chest that he probably want to get off. So, I mean, I'm going to just get out his way right quick. I'm going to say the prayer. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to put it in the Lord's hands and let Carl do his thug thizzle. So with that being said, gracious and eternal Father, the true and living God, I thank you. I'm grateful for who you are in my life. I'm grateful for how you've been to me, what you've been to me. And right now, God, I'm grateful for the collaboration that you have brought between me and my brother and every other phenomenal man that comes across this platform. God, I'm just grateful for collaboration, brotherhood, and accountability. God, I'm grateful because I know that within my brotherhood, I see your true love. And the only way that I can experience your love is by making sure that I'm in touch with my brother and the people around me and continuously showing the love that I want to receive. So with that being said, God, I actually continue to look over us as we go across these airways, that we may say something to help someone be a benefit, not only in their current situation, God, but for days and years to come. These things we ask in the matchless name of the Most High. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, indeed, my dude. Yes, indeed. So what's up, man? What you got on your chest today, baby?
Man, listen, man. I was sitting here, man, and I put something out to my community this morning. And, you know, I got some men in my community, man. So I kind of asked the question, man, and And then I said, hey, I need you guys to ask me a question. And when they asked me the question, I just paused. I paused, bro, because at sometimes, you know, sometimes you can ask for something and not be ready for the answer. You know,
majority of time. Word.
So I want to put it out. I want to put it out to this community, man. And I kind of want y'all to understand, man, that we all imperfect, and we all got our imperfections, man. But at the same time, we awesome just the way we are.
You ain't lying. We are fact. We are truly indeed awesome the way we are. Facts, bro. Like, yo, I think the imperfections are the best things we have in life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes us unique. That's a part of that our unique fingerprint, right? Because what I'm not good at, you're probably great at.
Yeah.
And what you're not good at, I probably have some sort of expertise in, or a little bit of knowledge in. Yeah. And the chemical makeup of all those things together make up who we are. So you can't be pleased with one side of you and not pleased with the rest, because it all makes up the same thing.
Yeah,
and this is
sure.
why, Carl, I'm a big component on and this is my saying that I've been saying. It's probably gonna be on my tombstone when I close my eyes, that I love the man that I used to be. I'm in love with the man that I am, but I'm infatuated with the man I'm gonna be. And there's no point in that I ever not love me. You understand me? Like, because we have this thing where, that man I used to be, I wasn't proud of him. Nah, that's cap. Because when you was him, good, bad, or indifferent, you was all in. Huh?
Yeah.
When you was outside toting that hammer, cracking krills in your pocket and weed and all the other stuff, you was him. You felt like Himothy, huh?
Yeah.
Hemi Neutron, right? You felt like that's what you were supposed to be. Superman, S on your chest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, that's all you knew at that space, and you was doing with the best you had with what you had.
That's true.
And I think that if we understand that as a collective, that everyone is doing what we can with what we have, there was a lot more grace, empathy, lot more compassion for each other. I truly believe that, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. But the question, man, it went like this, man.
What's up? What's the question?
How can I break the cycle of fatherlessness in my own family?
Wow. Major.
And when they said it, I was like, whoa, you said that to me? How can I break the cycle of fatherlessness in my own life?
Bruh. So what we gonna do is we gonna let y'all stew on that, right? You hear me? Because we gonna attack that. Yo, first of all, shout out to your community and the questions, yo. Shout out to that young man. Shout out to you for the question and the energy that you guys are creating in that community, man. Like, I'm gonna pull up in one of your sessions coming up in the next week. I gotta make some room on my calendar, but I'm definitely gonna pull up in that meeting, because I see the questions that you guys are playing with over there. It's nothing to be played with. You think what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
I'm gonna stew on that question. We're gonna address that. That's gonna be the main topic of this podcast. But real quick, y'all, as you guys know, last week we didn't get a chance to do it, but this week I definitely want to jump into the watch and respond right now. So let me just boom, pull it up. We're about to jump into the watch and respond portion of the show, y'all. Now, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I ain't going to say no more. I'm just going to add it to the stage. I'm going to pull it on up, and we're just going to have to respond to it, baby. Let's get to it. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, no, hold on. That's what the issue is. It's not muted. I'm muted over here.
Wow. Okay. In case that was wrong. Joe.
All right. Well, hold on. Let's start again.
Joe.
What was wrong about that?
Brought this to the world because at that moment you felt like you were right in what you did. Now the world's saying you're wrong, and it's not looking like you thought it would look. They're actually more so understanding what Joe's going through.
Well, then someone needs to help him then. Shaq, can you get a Papa John's?
Wow. Joe.
What was wrong about that?
And she got the audacity to ask what's wrong about that.
You just insulted this man on live TV and say what was wrong with that?
Yo, so for the people who do not know what's going on, and you've been kind of been under a proverbial rock the last few months, and you haven't been on social media for whatever reason. Joe Smith, and if you don't know who he is, he was a former number 1 pick for the NBA. I believe it was in the 90s, early 90s.
Oh yeah.
He was a number 1 pick. So anyone knows a number 1 pick in the NBA, you get a decent bag, right? You get some good money. And what's going on now is Joe obviously didn't do too well with his finances, right? He obviously didn't make too many good decisions with the money and the position that he was in as a first round pick. And for whatever reason, Joe Smith right now is currently down in his finances. He's not up. He's not living the lifestyle in which he once lived. And the woman he is with right now, or well, used to be with, he met her when he was all the way up, right? He met her when he was in the league and like he had his money right and all those things. And for the people who do not know, she's actually a, how do I put this? I gotta put this mildly on my show. Yo, she's a worker. You heard me? Yo, she used to be outside. Like she's that work. You understand me? So if you know, you know. And Joe made a mistake, and I'm gonna just put it out there. Joe made the ultimate mistake of marrying the work. Shout out to my man Rashad McCants. I'm using his term. He coined the work, and like I said, if you know, you know. And he married the work, a cardinal sin, because who you married is who you married, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who you married is who you married at the rawest form. So I want to bring it to you, my brother. What do you feel? Oh, and real quick question: are you privy to the whole situation about Joe Smith and what's going on?
Nah, not really. This is my first time seeing it, but I'm kind of like, whoa.
Oh yeah. So what happened was the initial video. See, this is the second part of the video because this is the gentleman that's in the middle. Shout out to him. He's a influencer. I forgot his name, but he's a good influencer, and he got a chance to interview Joe Smith and his wife, or ex-wife rather now, after the situation. Well, the initial situation was him and her were arguing in the house because he had just found out that she has an OnlyFans page. Yeah. So right there, based upon your response, I want to touch that nerve right quick. What would you do right now, my brother? For whatever reason, because for whatever reason, not saying like you stumbled across an OnlyFans page because somebody told you, or you got a habit. For whatever reason, you stumble across an OnlyFans page and you look at the face, the body, and everything else, and you recognize that's mine. What's your response to that, man? What's your energy like?
Oh man. Oh, now that's on the spot right there, but I'm gonna be real, man. Me personally, this is me.
Yeah.
It used to be mine. It used to be mine.
And let me ask you a question. Like, so used to be, and like I want to put that in context. So right now we're both married men. And right now in this current time, you're telling me you look up and catch an OnlyFans, she is no longer yours.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. When you right, you right, my man.
You showing the world. I mean,
you right, my man. I'm with you 100%. Like I'm not about to sit here and just allow you to put what I deem to be sanctuary in mine for the world to see.
Yeah.
Like that's just off the rip. Like, and I've been my wife now for over 16 years. You see what I'm saying? Like, and the same rules apply. Like, we're not doing that. I don't care what our financial situation is, because what happened is in the video, they were arguing in the house. And the crazy part was this conversation, she had the audacity to record and argue and record. This is out there, bro. Him finding out that she had an OnlyFans page is on video. Like when he found out, he's talking to her about it and she's recording, talking about, oh, I don't know what the problem is. We got money problems and you're not making them go away. So I did something to make them go away.
Oh, that's not a problem, because at the same time, you might make the money problems go away, but I'm gonna make you go away. We're gonna make it very simple, because the thing is, you took away my leadership. So why am I keeping you around me when you take my leadership? You took my leadership. You didn't come to me. Yeah, we got money problems, but let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's communicate. Let's figure out how to get out of this thing. Because once you take the leadership away from a man, that's it, man.
He's done.
That's it. Because she ain't giving it back. I mean, you got to be honest. She's not giving it back.
Yo, did you see what she just said? Like, so when he asked her, he was like, "You don't see anything wrong with this?" Like, she was like, "No." Like, what did I do? What? Shaq, give him a Papa John's. Like, yo, that's crazy.
You gonna insult me in my face, and then you expect me to go home and be all lovey-dovey and support you and do what I got to do. No, you just killed all that, man. Because the thing is, she saw she had to do something, but you couldn't find nothing else to do.
But but hold on, I gotta stop you, because this is why I say, and there's a podcast episode that I'm gonna put up the link to, that I did a specific episode about being careful on how you choose her.
Yeah.
See, choosing the right woman is the most important thing we're going to do here on earth as men. Period. Point blank. I don't care. There isn't a more important decision in your life, young king. There isn't another more important decision. I'm saying that one more time. There isn't one more important decision that's more important than the woman you choose.
Bring it back one more time. Bring it back one more time.
There isn't one decision that is higher than that, bro. There isn't a decision that's more important than the woman you choose for the rest of your life, because the woman you choose for the rest of your life is going to dictate where you go in your life. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
In Joe's case, he can't even. I know it as a man, it hurts me to say this, but he can't be mad at this.
Nah.
What you should be mad at is that you chose her.
Yeah.
You got to call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
You chose the work. When you met her, she was already in adult films industry.
Yeah.
When you met her, she was already getting slam danced regularly on screen.
Yeah.
So in her mind, she's not doing nothing wrong, because number one, it's only her in her scene she's making on OnlyFans at this point. So she didn't think it was a problem. Why? Because think about it. What's her default? What's her regular lane of life before you met her?
Yeah.
Adult action.
Yeah.
Pornography. That's called a spade a spade. That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
So she feels like, oh, I'm not doing nowhere near as bad. I'm not letting men get my guts on camera. So I don't see why you tripping. Because that's her mindset default. That's what she goes back to. That's her programming. And this is why I say, yo, if you don't know someone's baseline programming, what they've been through, where they're from, what they've done, you have no business getting into a relationship with them. You have no business committing your life to them, because you don't even know who they truly are.
That's true. That's true, man.
So like right now, you think that if Joe Smith would have known this day would come, he'd have chose her?
Man, no, sir. No, sir.
Because I don't care what she's done for him over the last 30 years. I bet you can't compete with the embarrassment he's dealing with right now.
Man, what? And your funds low? Come on, man. Come on.
So the worst thing you call him black man these days, there's two things you can call him that hurts his pride. Broke is definitely one of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Stay away from that. You'll lose.
So I'm keeping it real, Queens. If you wanna break your man down the fastest way, call him broke.
Yeah.
And when you know he's struggling and he's trying his best, if you want to destroy him, you want to take the last bit of life out of him, call him broke. Yeah. Make him subconscious about the thing that he thinks about all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Make him feel like shit about the very thing that he's dormantly crying about internally. That's the fastest way to kill your man. Go ahead, do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want him gone, just do it.
Oh, yeah, he gone. He gone, definitely. He gone.
You feel me? And then another thing is I just can't believe of how far, even this that video. Like, if I was Joe, I'm not even showing him a public woman no more. Like, nah, ain't no more videos. I'm not doing no interviews. I'm not doing none of that. It's over with.
Nah, we can't.
Like, we're no longer a nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you publicly humiliate me. Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
It's up. And and one thing I've learned in life, you can't tell somebody how to respond to something you did to them. So I'm petty. I'm just gonna keep it, Carl. I'm imperfect. And the part of my imperfection is I'm petty. And if you violate me of that sort, oh, good luck.
What?
Good luck.
Luck can't help you. I'm sorry. Luck won't even be able to help you. Luck ain't gonna help you. Once you go that far, man, you basically telling me you lost respect for me all around.
Right.
Like you don't care nothing about me. What have I gotta say? Nothing about me. So guess what? I feel the same way about you. And what I'm gonna do to give you so you don't have to deal with me anymore, I'm gone, man.
Yeah.
I'm gone. And for you better hope and pray I don't come back.
Yo.
Meaning like financially come back. Like meaning come back to the house, but financially come back. Because just because Joe down today don't mean Joe gonna be down tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And Joe got friends that got friends that got millions that really got it.
Come on.
You think they ain't gonna help Joe, man?
Now, so let's talk about it as two men right now, right? Let's talk about that because the truth is, Joe is in a circle of elite men that got heavy paper. That can simply easily throw him a few grand and get him back on his feet.
Yeah.
Now, think about the embarrassment, Carl, because in all actuality, let's talk about being real men for a second. You think that Joe wanted to go to one of his mans and tell him that he was down on his luck?
No.
You think that Joe wanted to expose that, yo, listen, I'm low on cash right now. My situation is not at the level of what I should be right now? Or where I was at one point?
No. The hardest thing is to ask for it. To be real.
Come on.
The hardest thing is to ask for it.
Come on. Especially when you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to ask you, man. I'm gonna try my best to figure things out so I don't have to ask for it.
Right.
But when you know you got a circle, man, and you know you need it, man. Come on, man. Put your pride and your ego in your pocket, along with that money that they give you.
Facts.
Along with the money that they give you, put all that in your pocket, man. And when you get back on, you look back you give it back. You know what I'm saying? Don't take advantage of that person because they looked out for you in your time of need. Give it back to them. Because one thing about it, I promise you, man, just because he down today don't mean he's gonna be down tomorrow. Because Kanye said it best. Just because I started the fry station don't mean this where I'm gonna stay, man.
Facts.
That don't mean that's where I'm gonna stay.
Word.
Shout out to Kanye, man. Because what happens when I start at the fry station, but years later I end up buying that restaurant? Who wins in that? Who just won?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
it's chestnut checkers, baby.
Yeah, because sometimes guess what? In order to learn the inner workings, you got to work it.
Facts. You got to go through it.
Once you work it and you see what the inner workings is, now you stack your paper and say, you know what? I'm gonna buy into the franchise.
Facts.
You laughed at me when I was at the fry station. You laughed at me because you didn't think I had a plan. But guess what? It's always a plan.
Yo, and let me tell y'all, the one thing that it was a few things, but I tell the story all the time, but there was one moment in my life with my wife that told me she was not only my girlfriend, but she was my future wife, was with that day, I don't know if I've told you a story, Carl, about when I was down on my paper and my wife just had enough of me just sitting around and not taking care of myself. Because at the time, I literally had enough money to pay for my car and my apartment. I didn't even have insurance on my car, bro. Like literally. So, and this is the time where I had a job. And this is why I be trying to tell people, like, you don't understand how tough it is for men out here that weren't book savvy or didn't have the ability to put themselves through school and all those things. Like, when you go out here in the real world and you got to get it out the mud, it's tough. Yeah. So you're not going to come out making 7 figures, 6 figures at a job. Like that doesn't exist, right? Let's just keep it a stack. We're not living in this fairy tale world right now. It doesn't exist. So your car laughing because you already know. Excuse me. You already know, bro. That's not it. The real world is you got to go out there and get it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and we got to figure out how to even make ends meet.
Yeah,
it's tough out here, bro. And my wife, my girlfriend at the time, she's got fed up. She was like, you know what? Get up, let's go. And I'm like, where we going? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My beard was crazy looking. My hair was all over the place. Because you know when you in grind mode, you don't care how you look. Like I didn't care. All I know is that my rent's paid, my car note's paid. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get some more money. Like now, I'm in that mode.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not thinking about my aesthetics. I don't care that my beard is looking crazy. I don't care. But she's like, yo, you're letting yourself go. And I'm not standing for this. I'm gonna take care of you today. And at this point, I was a little like hesitant, like, oh, what you mean? Like, my ego in the way, my pride in the way, take care of me. I'm a grown ass man. Like, you're bugging. She was like, get in the car. She got in the car and drove me to the barbershop. Right? And I'm like, when we going? Like, I'm asking her, where are we going? First of all, we're going to get you cleaned up and then we're going shopping. So I'm like, all right, but check this out. Like, I'm not even prepared. I don't care. So now me and her talking so much, going back and forth, I'm not thinking that I don't have no money going into the barbershop, and she has the physical money. I go sit down in the barbershop's chair. My barber start cutting me up. And now, mind you, the barbershop is popping. It's like Saturday afternoon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Home base.
Yeah. Everybody here. Even the ones that not getting the cut that just did it, play their dominoes and cards is pulled up.
Yeah.
Niggas that's outside selling their drugs and D-boys is outside. It's lit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the barber's chair, my barber talking, running his mouth. You know what I mean? Copping, just pumping his shit. And, you know, the dreaded moment happened. Take the rag off, the towel off your neck, spray with the alcohol. He burned my face and my neck all up, and he snatched the cape off. Now I realize, oh shit, I gotta pay this man. But the only way I could pay him is by calling my girl over to me in the middle of all these men. My stomach is literally in my ass. I'm sick in this point because I'm trying to call her over to me on the low so nobody really sees what's going on. Like, yeah. She comes over. Now I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm trying not to have her pass me the money, but I ain't trying to talk loud. I ain't trying to make no crazy movements. I'm just trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just trying like, yo, she passed me the money. And as soon as she passed me the money, the one thing I was hoping didn't happen, happens. My barber says, and loud, oh, snap. You got it like that, my dude? Yo, now you know my ego and my pride. If I was up, I'd have been like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Of course I got it like that. You know my name. What you talking about? I'd have put the facade on. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'd have put my chest up and be like, nigga, I'm him.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is I didn't feel like him. And I wasn't him in that moment. And the one and only thing that could have happened and made it right, she made it right. Before I even got a chance to even look at her, I hear her open her mouth. Yeah, he got it like that. And everybody in the barbershop was just like, ooh, 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 ooh. Yo, Doc got him on for real. Like, and when I heard him saying that in the barbershop, when they all recognized it, in my mind, it was like, yo, she just checked it off. Like, she now has to stop being mine. At that point, I'm already married. I already married her in my mind. Ooh. Because you guarded my 6 in a way that no man could have. You held my ego down. You held my pride down. Yo, other women would have been like, no, he ain't got it like that, nigga. I'm paying for this nigga.
Yeah.
This is my money.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of my man.
Yeah.
You know how that they feel like they want to throw their pride in the game, their ego in the game. Nah, I'm holding my man down. I'm making sure that he's straight.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that type of energy for us. She just put it all on. Nah, it's him. He got it like this. I'm holding this for him. And I'm so taken back, I couldn't even react fast enough. I was just like, yeah, you heard what she said. And then now I'm feeling myself. Yeah, give it to him, baby. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, give it to him. Because now, when I left that barbershop, not only was my hair cut, but my ego and my pride was back. Like, I wasn't looking down on myself because I realized, like, yo, I got a teammate. And somebody that's not going to crucify me if I'm down. Somebody that's not going to push me or throw me to the lions like we just watched Joe Smith get thrown to the lions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see the difference?
Yeah.
See, she's supposed to guard his 6. She's supposed to be there for him because guess what? When he was up, he was there for her.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Call a spade a spade. She didn't live the lifestyle because you was getting dick down. Nah, you wasn't up because your sexual career was popping. No, you was lit because this man had an NBA contract and he was a first round pick.
Yeah.
$100, $100K plus, easy.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
We ain't
Yeah.
talking about just 1 year, multiple years at multiple millions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got spoiled based upon his work ethic and what he put in.
Yeah.
So when the spoils is gone, so are you. This is why I say, Joe, and men like you, it's your fault. I know it hurts. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to see it this way. But the truth is, you made the bad decision. You made a bad choice. And for all the other men out there that's in the situation of Joe Smith going into the league, you know you're going to be a high pick. You know you're going to be somebody else later on where your status and your value is going to be extremely high. Listen, choose based upon character. Choose based upon reasoning. Choose based upon morals. What she truly is, her authentic chemical makeup. Choose based upon that. Don't choose upon or on facades. Don't choose upon or off that physique or off that energy, that what we call that city girl life energy. Come on, stop picking them because she got the fatty and the BBLs. Stop doing it to yourself, because in the long run you're gonna pay the ultimate price, as we see our brother Joe Smith is right now currently.
But see, you said it though. She protected your ego and your pride.
Yeah.
And then when she protected you, it turned around, made you say, okay, instead of being down on myself, let me pick myself up, because
Facts.
She sees something in me that I don't even see in myself. So let me get up to the standard of what she sees.
Facts, bro.
Facts. And you do it so quickly, because the thing is, every time she pick you up, she picks you up at the right time.
Yes, sir.
My wife does that. She great at it. You know, just yesterday, man, she sent me a text. You know, I was kind of down about some things, man, and you know, because it's some things everybody want to do. You
Facts.
know, we all in a position where we want to try to do. We want to level up,
right?
And
as we should.
Yeah, and in that leveling up, man, sometimes you don't have all your ducks in a row. So you trying to get your ducks in a row. And I kind of got down a little bit, man. And she sent me a text. She said, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. So for me, I was like, hold on. She proud of me. And then I went into one of your moods. For what? For what?
Right. What you so proud of right now? I don't feel like you got a reason to be proud of me. Tell me.
She said, you know what? Everything you say you want gonna happen. She said, I can't wait to sit in that big audience and hear you speak to them people in that big room. Matter of fact, a stadium. I can't wait to see you talk to them people, because I'm gonna be in the audience smiling. So you say to yourself, oh God, I don't see what she see, but I gotta move up to that level. Right. I gotta put myself in it. Because you know what she just did? She put me on a level. She said, okay, I believe in you even when you don't see it.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Because she believed when I don't see it, guess what, man? I gotta see it.
That's
so and in the process of me seeing it, you gotta be, as a man, you gotta see things, man. As a leader, you gotta see things nobody else see. You know, and it's being a father, man. The first thing you want to do, man, is be a thought leader, man. Be a man that don't mind changing. Be a man that say, you know what? Let me evolve. You know, that's the word we don't use no more. You got to evolve, man. Because the thing is, you can't, man. How can you raise your family in 2024 as if you were in 1970?
It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. Because it's a different time. It's a different era. Kids are different. You are different. And everything you used to do, man, you can't do no more, man.
Those rules don't apply no more. Granddaddy's rules don't apply right now. This is a hard thing that older generation has a hard time of understanding in all aspects, from sports to real life. What worked for the older generation, or what they was trying to get to work, because a lot of things was just passed down that was unproven methods, right? There's a lot of unproven methods is passed down that was being worked through that just never got finished. So many things that even did not work for granddad shouldn't even be applied to us right now, because we're in a whole different space.
Yeah.
If you're even in your mindset looking to work physically to make an income, you're still behind the times, right? If you're going outside and you intentionally want to use your hands, you intentionally want to create and build, and don't get me wrong, the architecture and construction is always going to be a space to work, and I commend those men. But if that's your goal and that's what you think, because you think you have to in this day and age, you're behind the times, because right now we're in the thoughts. We're in information age.
Yeah.
Right now, you should be working on creating a structure, creating or building something right now. But I can tell you the reason why a lot of us don't do it, Carl. The reason why a lot of us don't force ourselves and moves ourselves out of the comfort zone and in doing things and like learning new things, because in order to get something you want, you have to be okay with the total opposite, Carl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meaning, if you want to be smart, you have to be okay with feeling dumb.
Yeah.
If you want to get the bag, you have to be okay with being broke to go get the bag.
Yeah.
If you want to be loved, you have to be okay with not being loved to learn how to be loved and show love.
Yes,
so
sir.
whatever you want in life, you have to be okay with the total opposite, because in order to get what you want, you have to go through the total opposite. In order to get a physical body that you want, oh, trust me, you're going to feel weak.
Oh, yeah.
You have to feel weak.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the gym right now and you bust your ass in the gym on day one. Guess what? Tomorrow, you're going to know about it.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be hurt the next day.
So
you're going to feel weak. You're not going to have the same pop, right?
Yeah.
And you got to be okay with that, because that's how you get what? Stronger.
Stronger.
But a lot of us are not okay with the opposites of things we want, Carl. A lot of us just want to jump into just being great. You understand me? we don't want to deal with the feeling of not being great. You dig what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with the feeling of not having the body we want. We just want the body we want.
Yeah.
And don't work that way, bro. It don't.
Nah, man. It's culture.
You name one thing that we could. You name one thing that we can have without having this polar opposite. I'll wait. Or as a matter of fact, put it in the comments, y'all. If you know something that you can have without dealing with its polar opposite to get it, write it down in the comment. I would love to hear it. I would love to know what one thing is that you can get and have in your life without being okay with the polar opposite. I need to know it.
And you know what? If they do and it sounds good, we're going to do a podcast with that, man.
On my soul.
For real. I want to see that answer, man. Because it's no way, man. It's no way. Because 9 times out of 10, you got to put yourself in these rooms, man.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, man. These rooms ain't cheap to get into. They not.
And you don't feel like the man when you walk in them either.
Nah, man. Because most of the time you go in there, you want to sit in the back anyway.
Come on.
You want to sit in the back because everybody up front, you know, they doing pretty good for themselves.
Or the perception is.
Yeah.
Because I got a point, and to the men, I'm not gonna say no names. And if you wanted them and you feel it in your spirit, wear the shoe and be better. That's all I can say. But what I can say is this: I've been around some men in the last year or so that their talk game and their real life game don't add up.
Yeah.
1 + 1 ain't 2 in their life.
Nah.
And I've been around individuals that talk and speak highly on, let's just talk about monogamy and relationships and family. See, a lot of men speak these things, and then when you go to hang around with them and you be around their presence in 24 hours in real life situations, you begin to realize what they're saying and what they're living is 2 different things. So an individual talked highly about loving his family, loving his wife, doing his numbers, and making sure that he was a solid man for his wife and his children. But the moment we got into an atmosphere where the wife and the children weren't present, and there were a lot of things that was thanging, a lot of things that was thanging in the atmosphere, a lot of vibing around them.
Ooh.
All that energy about solid man and all that wholesome guy went out the window. And all I can hear is, oh man, I'm trying to find something to run down on. Like, I ain't on, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see what something hitting for. And I'm like, wow.
You the same dude?
And I got countless times with you on different platforms where you not only bigging yourself up at every man that does right, but you shitting on men that have fallen short. Yeah. You down in men that can't keep their vibes at home.
Yeah.
And this is why I say I'm no longer in a space where I'm looking at a man because he has something, or he's put himself in a position, or seems to have something on a pedestal. Because the moment you do, you then put them above you, and now you're looking at them as if they are better than you, or they have more than you have. And a lot of times that I've seen, it's not as sweet as it thinks or it sounds or it's been perceived. Trust me when I'm telling y'all this. I've learned this valuable lesson this year. Like I said, I've been around some of your favorite influences. Hear me good. And everything that you see on that Instagram and internet is not all it's chalked up to be, my boy. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. And
Yo, we got.
I want to say one more thing to your point, Carl, because you said something last episode that we talked and we went on about wanting something that someone else has, and we talked about how you don't know what it cost them, and a lot of times I'm gonna add on to that. You don't even know if they really have it or not. And one thing you don't want to do is belittle yourself or make yourself or your situation smaller based upon what you think somebody else has. Because a lot of the times, if you get away from the smoke, if you get away from the fog and see it for what it really is, you realize that, you're in a better position.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you take the whole collective, because I've been in places where men have had more money than me. And I've been in a lot of rooms where literally I've been the brokest in the room.
Yeah.
I'm okay with saying it. Literally, I've been in rooms in the last 2 years where literally the only reason I was in them is because of my mentors, because of the grace of God, because God said He'll put you in front of great kings. That's the only reason I happen to be in these rooms and these environments and these atmospheres. None of my own greatness put me there.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did see is that, y'all are just like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and everything that I think that you that makes you better than me, you don't really have it like that. And then when I actually look at my situation, right? Because I've been privy to a lot of men's situation in and out of business and personal life. Yeah. And when you get down to the nitty gritty, majority of the time they're looking at you as if though, man, I'd love to be in the position you're in. Because money don't make up for love. Money don't make up for a great relationship with your wife. Money don't make up a great relationship for your children. So if you got the bag and all these things, but you're failing as a man in those other areas, what do you really have? And this is why we said earlier in the last episode, it's important for us to define success in our own meanings. Because if not, I'm gonna try to apply my success in your footpath. Well, you're saying, Carl wants a mansion and 3 houses and 4 cars, but guess what? That's not success in my view. But if I shoot for that, I'll never be truly happy.
Yeah. 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 And when you said that, man, the very first thing came to my mind was this quote by Inky Johnson, man. Inky Johnson said, yes, sir. Shout out to Inky Johnson, man. He said, man, I don't want to be a public success and a private failure.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yo, man.
We gotta give it up for that one.
When Ink said that, man, the very first thing he made me look at myself, man. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, yo, I want to be this dude on social media so bad that I'm losing behind closed doors. Cause my family is falling. My wife stopped believing in me. But on video, I'm smiling like I'm the man. Smiling like I got it going on. Yeah. But then, man, that really made me look at myself a little different, man. Because if you really think about it, though, you don't want to be a public success to everybody else and a private failure to your family. Especially as a man.
I was headed that way.
Headed
that way, bro.
Because the thing is, if your family don't believe in you, who believes in you, man?
You're in a desert. You're in a lost world. If you don't have your family behind you, you are in a lost world, bro.
And it's no amount of money that makes me want to be in that desert.
No, sir. No, sir.
No,
sir.
Because you think about it, though, man. It's so many people chasing that dream, man. They chasing that dream because they want to be the guy.
Right.
They want people to look up to them. But when you go home and you fussing every day, or you go home and she really don't want to be with you, she just there because you got money, or your kids only dealing with you because you buy them everything they want. Who are
It's
you
the
really?
substance.
Yeah,
Right.
who are you really, man? Because let's take away the money. If you take away the money, is their character worth as much as they worth?
Is their character as high as their financial value?
Yeah. Because you got to think
we
about
call
that.
them high value men, right? We call them high value men, but are their character as high as their value, right? Their physical value. Now, to your point, Carl, you said something, and shout out to Inky one more time, because he said, I don't want to be a public success and a private failure. I was headed that way, bro. So when I shot myself, we talked about it like briefly last episode. I shot myself literally last year in July. No, wait, a year ago in July. So when I shot myself, the very next day, the next morning, when the kids woke up and all that, my wife did something that was so profound, and to this day, I'm grateful because it really brought me back to reality. See, like you talked about, we try to be this individual outward, right, to the world. We try to come on this camera and smile and drop value and pour our souls out to the world and just give and be this to someone else. But in no actuality, what are you being to your home? And what I realized is that my wife said one day, the next day after I shot myself, and I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm kind of down on myself. I'm mad I did it. I'm embarrassed. I'm feeling some kind of way because not only I'm hurting now, but I can't even now provide for my family because I'm hurt. Like I can't even do what I'm supposed to be doing to give them what they need because now I've injured myself. So now I'm in a whole different mental space. My wife simply comes in the living room, turns the TV off. She sits my son to my left and she sits my daughter to my right. And she asks me this one question. She says, who are you trying to impress? Who? Who are you trying to impress? Your son is impressed. Your daughter's impressed. I'm impressed. I'm with you. We are with you. Who else do you need validation from? And as she began to say that, the tears rose down my eyes. Because what I did not realize, here I am chasing these things. I'm trying to chase behind my mentors. I'm looking for new venues to speak at. I'm trying to get my name and my brand. I'm trying to build, and be to all these other people. And coming home and giving my family the leftovers. Coming home and just not being present. The crazy part was, but not only did she destroy me that week, was my daughter simply in her loving, caring way, in her just nicest way possible, made me feel like trash. I'm in the bed at this point. I needed to go back in the bed and elevate my leg and do the usual healing process. She comes in the room and she says, Daddy, can we watch Coco Melon? So I'm like, yeah, we can sit down and watch Coco Melon. So I pull out my laptop because we don't believe in having TVs in that room. So I pull out my laptop and we watching on my laptop. So, kids' attention span ain't but so long. We watched an episode and a half and she was ready to run out the room and go play with her toys and her brother. But as she was leaving the room, Carl, she said something to me that really made me realize that they don't just exist here, but they watch here. They pay attention to everything. And she walks out of the room and she says to me, Daddy, thank you for watching Coco Melon with me. And when she said that, it kind of took me for a loop. And I'm like, why are you thanking me? We do this all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, why, baby girl? Why you say thank you? She goes, because this time you actually watched it. You wasn't on your phone. Here I am thinking that all those times that she's not paying attention, that when I'm supposed to be here with her, interacting with her, here I am doing this. And Carl, I got more, and even as I think about it, I have more respect for you and the podcast that we're doing right now based upon energy, because look, all this time we've been talking, I haven't been disrespecting you or the podcast by being on my phone. But at that time in space, I thought it was okay just to look at my phone while I'm supposed to be interacting with my daughter. Huh?
Oh, being present.
The one thing, bro, that I thought I was doing and that I hung my hat on to be the man that I am, that I take pride in being, I lost focus of. I hang my hat on being the man at home.
Yeah.
But here I am, I'm in the street trying to be something else and I'm losing home. So I tell everybody, the best thing I did myself for that year was shoot myself in the leg, because I got a chance to sit my behind down and see life for what it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew, that's heavy, bro.
Bruh,
That's heavy. You really
real.
got it. That's heavy because you got to think about, you might not physically shoot yourself, but you might mentally shoot yourself. You might, your emotions might be tore up, man, because you thinking it was gonna work and it didn't work. Or somebody told you they could get you, or somebody told they could get you to a certain point and they didn't. They just took your money and they lied and they gone.
Gone with the wind.
What I'm saying? So I mean, that's you can take that in so many different ways, man, because what happens, man, when you really shoot yourself, man, and you can't come back. Like, not physically shoot yourself, not saying you committing suicide, but I'm saying every time you talk down on yourself, you shooting yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you
say I am and you give yourself a negative word behind it, they go a shot.
Yeah.
Facts.
And sometimes a lot of people don't recover from that, man.
Right.
A lot of people don't recover from that. Shout out to the dudes on the corner, man, that's drinking, man. Cause think about it. A lot of them dudes. Yeah. But when you said that, I'm gonna show you something real crazy though, man. Them dudes on the corner, we see them as what? Alcoholics.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing. But I guarantee you, any city you in, any country, if you stop and sit down and talk to them dudes, man, them dudes gonna give you so much wisdom, man. They're gonna give you something you never really thought about. And the last thing he gonna tell you is, don't be like me.
Word.
Don't be like me. You know why? Because he shot himself and he didn't know how to recover.
Yes.
He doubted himself. He didn't know how to recover. But guess what? He's still telling you, don't be like me.
You got enough in him. You got enough in him to say, listen, young blood, don't go this way.
Yeah.
I might have give up on myself, but I ain't gonna give up on you. And like, yo, to your point, bro, if you really go into the inner city and start talking to a lot of men, and there's an individual, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he goes around. He has an Instagram when he goes around, and TikTok, he goes and interviews homeless men. And a lot of them, if you hear their stories, bro, it was a hardship and a circumstance that took their hope away.
Yeah.
Because when you take somebody's hope, they're dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Internally, they're dead because you don't have a will to go on. See, hope is that thing that keeps us moving. Yeah. Hope is that thing that drives us to get up in the morning and say, you know what, today's going to be better than yesterday. Yeah. But the moment you lose that, you lose hope, you're just existing. And like to the point, the men that's on the corner just drinking beers and just letting time go past them, they're just existing because they've given up on the hope of tomorrow. They've given up on the hope of, I can do better. I can be better. And this is honestly what this platform is really about, bro, because truth of the matter, we should be on the corners.
Yeah.
We could be those guys right now because of what life has done to us. Say, you know what? Damn it, where's my 40 at, my nigga? Move over. Let me get that crate.
Yeah.
Let me get that crate, my nigga. Go in there. Let me get a fifth of that scotch. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
See what I'm saying? So I can whistle at everything walking down the street, just have myself a day.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Easily be us.
Easily. It could have been me.
Situation. One bad situation, bro.
One.
You just don't recover from. And you don't recover, send you to depression. You start leaning on that bottle, man.
You can't lean on a bottle but so long, especially when it was inside of that bottle was dwindling. You can stand up against that bottle but so long, but when that bottle empty, boy, that thing gonna tip over, and there you go with it.
You go.
And a lot of men don't recover from that. A lot of men don't recover from, man, listen, I was on a bad spell. I laid down for a little while, but I just can't get back up. Because you down in fitness. You're a fitness dude. You know what it takes when a man says he give up on his body, but then guess what? He gonna come back to it. It's 10 times harder.
Yeah.
To work yourself back into shape when you've given up on your body. Yeah. I've learned that firsthand. I've always been the dude that's been in shape, my man, all my life. I've played sports my entire life. It wasn't until the last few years where I put sports down and became a full-time father and everything else. And I realized I got out of shape and now I'm trying to get back. It's like, oh, this is hard. I see why people give up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we like to clown people and point fingers, but until you walk in their shoes and experience what they experience, you don't even know. Like I had no clue what it takes a person who's obese to get back in shape. Now I'm not saying I'm obese, but guess what? I got some pounds on my hips. I got some weight around my midsection that's slowing me down. Now, to my own standards, yes, I'm out of shape and I'm fat. To somebody else, like, oh, you're in shape. But to my own standards, to my own physical ability, I'm struggling doing some burpees right now. And I know for a fact, listen, if I'm struggling, somebody that hasn't done it for the last 10 years, the thought of a burpee might have them go into a complete shock.
Yeah.
The thought of it.
Yeah.
So just think about when somebody's on their last and they're down in life, when they're under that bridge.
Yeah.
When all they have is that last piece of crack. You understand what I'm saying? Like, think about how hard it is to pull yourself out of that. And trust me, you don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to be in that situation. So don't lose hope. I said all that to say this. Do not lose your hope. If you are even in a space where you're doubting yourself, reach out to one of us.
Yeah, man.
Get down in our DMs. Because I'm telling you right now, what we're not going to do is push you away. What we're not going to do is judge you. What we're not going to do is make fun of you. But what we are going to do is going to pour into you. Now, we ain't going to sit here and throw no pity party for your ass. I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to happen.
We're not going to be one of those. What we are going to do, we're going to pour into you. We're going to love on you. We're going to build you up. We're going to get you back on your feet. We're going to get you off of your heels and have you standing back up on your toes proudly. Because at the end of the day, bro, if we all start pouring that hope into each other, we all start pouring that love into each other, we can make it, bro. I believe that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Iron sharpens iron, man. Iron sharpens iron, man.
Come on.
You going through and you know you can't, you don't know if you're going to make it to see tomorrow. Lean on somebody, man. Lean on somebody. Because the person you lean on might need you to lean on them.
Come on.
See, you thinking it's just you going through it. It ain't just you. Somebody else going through it too. But think about if both of y'all leaning into each other, if y'all leaning into each other, guess what? You keeping each other from falling. That's what you doing when you lean on somebody. See, leaning on somebody, people think leaning is because you weak. Nah, leaning saying I'm strong, but I don't have enough strength to keep myself up. So let me lean on you. Because if I lean on you, guess what? You may hold me up. You may be that energy to hold. Because if you hold me up and I can hold somebody else up, for you know, man, we got to train the people that we holding up, man. Bro,
and that dynamic builds community.
Yeah.
That dynamic is what strengthens community. So check this out. As you were saying that, I wrote an idea down because it slapped me in the forehead when you were saying it. Yo, when you lean on somebody, it benefits both parties. So check this out. So the person who needs to lean on, the person that's stronger right now, what you don't realize is that in your weakness, they're made strong. So when you lean on me, you're now confirming that, guess what? I'm strong enough to help my brother.
Yeah.
So where I was doubting myself, where if I had what it takes to help you, I now realize, yo, I have what it takes to help you get through this. Yeah. And that's not only going to help me help you, but it's going to benefit me for me to push through my own struggles. Yeah. You know what? My man says he knew I was strong enough to lean on. So that means I have what it takes for me to get through what I'm going through. So it benefits both people. So and one thing I've learned in my relationship is that if we don't show weakness, our families don't know when to be strong for us. If we don't show that we need their strength, they don't know when to give it. For example, my wife has thought all these years I'm cold-hearted when it comes down to certain things because of how she met me and the energy I put off. I've been in the street doing certain things that I'm proud of and I'm not proud of. So when it comes to certain kinds of violence, certain things in the street, it would seem as if though it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But in no actuality, I'm still human. There's still a little boy inside of me that still needs to be loved on and cared and nurtured for. So the story happened was last year I shot a dog. My wife thought to herself, well, you shot people before. So you shot at people before. Let me say that what I'm recording right now. I don't need no smoke. I've been in some situations, put like that. We edit that out. I've been in some situations where I've had to do some things I'm not proud of. And you would think if you know those things that, all right, if I plug a dog, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. But the truth of the matter was I was longing for my wife to comfort me and nurture me in that point in time. And I felt alone. I did not know why I felt alone. But the truth of the matter is when we start and begin to talk and I expressed myself to her, she simply told me, babe, I didn't know you needed me in that moment.
Ooh.
I didn't know.
Ooh.
I didn't know you needed that. And here I am saying to myself, oh my God, how many of us men are messing up by not showing our family that we need that side of them? We need their strength in that space. And then we get mad when we don't get it because we haven't even shown them that we need it. So it's our fault. So when I begin to realize that now, I allow my wife to show me her strength when I need it. Babe, I need to lay in your chest. I need to put my head on your bosom for a while. I need comfort. I need your strength right now. So now I can receive it if she's willing to give it, because why? She knows I need it. How many times do your wife probably not come around because she probably think you don't need that kind of love? Because of the facade you put up, because of the energy you carry, because of the stature you carry yourself with. How many times do you want your wife to come and comfort you and love on you and hug you and embrace you and put her arms around you in that moment because you need it, but she doesn't do it and now you're upset? How many times does that happen to you? To me, it happened a lot, bro. Until recently when I began to let her know, like, no, I need that. I need that.
I mean, you said that, the first thing I thought about, because I love fitness, man. Very first thing I thought about was on the bench, you trying to wait for the first time. You call over a spotter. You get it off. You feel it on your muscles and you know it's hard. Muscles tense up. You sweating. You're a little nervous. You're a little nervous to take it down because you don't even know if your arms can really hold it, to be honest.
Talk about it.
But then you take it down anyway. And all of a sudden, at that sticking point, halfway mark, that's the sticking point. It gets stuck right there. It don't even want to move. Yeah. It start moving slow.
You start shaking that more.
Yeah, you start getting a little nervous. You're like, I don't know if I'm going to get it. And at that moment, when you're ready to turn them weights and let them fall off the bar so you can put the bar up, she step up. I got you. I got you. Get you over the sticking point. Because what happens when they get you over the sticking point, you can lock that thing out.
Yep.
And she just said, I got you.
That's it.
Fellas, give her an opportunity to say, I got you. Give her that opportunity, man. That's what she there for. You trying to deal with it yourself. You saying, I got it. Man, I got it. Nah, bro. She said, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Let me spot you. Let me help you get that weight off you. She said, I got you. So let her get you. She there, man. She there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that heavy weight on your chest and you don't know if you can get it off, she your cheerleader to say, keep going. She that one to say, hold on. I think you can get it. When your arms start shaking, your muscles start wanting to give out, everything in you saying, nah. Thing about it, the mind is way more powerful than the body. Because the only thing you got to do is get it in your mind. I can move something. And if you say I can move something,
that's all you got to do.
I got you. Man, go out here and move something. Don't keep waiting around. Don't keep waiting for somebody to tell you, to validate you to go move something. She got your back, man. If she say go move something, right. Go move something, man.
There we go.
All right.
So, once again, like we said, we are imperfect. And one thing I do want to point out, this is the worst you're going to see us. You understand me?
Oh, yeah.
This is the worst you will see us because we're going to elevate and move things along. And this is why we're doing it. See, I have a new goal in life. I'm not worried about the things that I can't handle or I can't manage. And I can only manage my output. So I'm going to make sure that we continue to show up and just put the content out there and where the cards lay forward they may. So we have already exceeded our time, but what I do want to do is hit the people with the closing words for this episode, because this episode right here, I feel like is going to touch a lot of men, because we were really real and vulnerable in spaces where a lot of men are holding up facades and trying to pretend like things are something that they're not. We live in the reality of it is what it is. Shout out to Cameron and Mace on their phenomenal podcast, but
sir,
it is what it is in real life. And I live that. And I don't want to come on this platform and portray something or act like as if though something is not. So this podcast, this platform is all about us just being real dudes and coming to you guys with real content in real time about real issues that we're dealing with. So the moral of this podcast for me, I would say is, once again, fellas, choose wisely. Number one, with who you interact with, who you choose to be yours. And also be real with yourself and your situations and circumstances that you're in. Don't allow the social media era we're in right now to cause you to lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't get caught up in the facade. And like my man Carl says, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, because I can promise you, the Joneses are not doing as well as you think they are. The Joneses are struggling. They're just doing a better job of keeping their facades up. So with that being said, my man Carl, what you got for the people to get up out of here, man?
Hey man, keep the hope, man. Keep hoping, man. Don't let your hope fall off, man. Just because your pockets fell off. Just because your pockets fell off, man, don't mean your hope gotta fall off. Just because you don't see it the way everybody else see it, don't mean you gotta fall off. Just because your finances are not where you want them to be today, don't mean you fall off, man. Keep hoping, man. Keep pushing. And as you keep pushing, man, you're going to keep exceeding what you thought you could do. And as always, man, keep doing the best you can do, because every good man got an answer to a great man.
Facts. I am excited for what is going to transpire in your lives, in our lives, as a collective, as a community. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing right now, we are laying the groundwork for a phenomenal evolution in our lives, in our children's lives, in our community's lives. So, fellas, it's out there checking this out, this podcast out. Once again, do us a favor, hit that like, that comment, and that subscribe button. Do us a favor and put this digital currency out into the world. Don't have that selfish, stingy energy. There's some other king out there that would love to hear information that you just heard. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope that you go out there and not only just be great, but you be the greatest version of yourself, because there is somebody watching you, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. There's someone counting on you to be a role model for them. So with that being said, until the next time we catch you in these podcast streets, be good to yourself and the ones around you. And if you can't be good to the ones around you, that's okay. Don't trip. Just get those people from around you. Yeah, this is your boy RJD, the Imperfect Gentleman, and
Coach Carl P.
And this has been another dope episode of the Imperfect Fathers Podcast. Y'all be blessed, because we will.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Peace.
Another one.